I'm live. All right. Oh, I can share my screen with you guys. I didn't realize that. This is my first time doing a live on webcam. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, they didn't give me a chance to. I've made videos looking much worse. Okay. So I am just here to share my something that I came up with to try to help people. It's called the Jett Fast and Free Immediate Improvement Strategy. And what that is if someone wants to eliminate a few things, if they're willing to eliminate a few things from their diet, I have a list of ingredients, and like it's like a strategy. And if you follow it, I believe that it's what I did, and it brought me a lot of good health results. My blood work improved, and yeah, it's even before you give up sugar. There's a lot of things you can do. Sugar addiction is a whole other animal. So I say don't stop eating sugar yet. Get some of these chemicals out of your system first, and then worry about conquering the sugar. It's the best way to go. Get out of junk food jail. Okay, so let's see. So, all right. I don't know if you guys can still see me when I went on the other page. This tab is using my camera and microphone. All right, let's see. Nobody's here. Okay. I'm just going to be reading this information slowly and clearly to try to share it for people, because they're really, I don't have any slides yet, and I don't want to wait to get this information out anymore, because there are people that are sick, that have health problems that could be cleared up easily if they only changed their diets. So the people that are willing to give things up, I want to help them now. I don't want to wait until I have everything all perfect. That's ridiculous. The only thing, oh, I'm so forgetful. I'm sorry. I forgot what I was going to say. There's so much to cover. Uh, okay. Let's see. My phone just told me that I'm live. Like, I really don't need to know that. Okay. I apologize for all this delay. Okay. So I'm just reading you basically what's going to be on my slides. And so get out of junk food jail. Here's a key guide. So this is immediate help to shop for healthy food today. And I want to warn everybody that when you are given this information, that all of this unhealthy food, this food that's unhealthy, is probably pretty much everything that you eat. It can be very overwhelming, and it makes a lot of people run away. And I used to run away, so I completely understand. However, you know, hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, so it all starts with being health conscious. So health consciousness starts when we start watching what we put into our body. There's three levels of health consciousness. So the first one is the health unconscious. And those are the people that absolutely do not care about what they eat. They don't want to hear it. They eat whatever they want, how much they want, whenever they want. They don't think it can happen to them. They don't have no plans on stopping. Okay. And then the second level is the semi-health conscious. Semi-health conscious people are aware of healthy options, but have trouble sticking to diets. They try to they try to do things, but they don't stick. They give up on themselves. They know they should, but they don't. That's one of the biggest things that I used to do. I knew I should, but I couldn't get myself to do things. So, and then there's the super health conscious. So super health conscious people are fully committed to becoming, living and consuming everything as natural and healthy as possible, going from harmful to healthier whenever and wherever they can. Okay, so those are the three levels of health consciousness. And I don't believe that I can reach people that are health unconscious. I am more worried about, I mean, I want to reach them, and I have some plans to try to reach them. However, I'm here for the semi-health conscious right now, the ones who want to make the changes and are ready to make the changes. So, okay, it's really not as hard as you think. And you know what? I need to get myself a little prop and turn the light on so you can see better. One moment. Oh, let me see. Can we see me better now? Probably. Oh, look at that shadow on my face. That's awful. Oh, hey. Hey, GO3P. Did you close yours? Thank you for being here. Okay, so let me get to this. Back to it. Okay. So the first step to becoming health conscious is to read your ingredients in the food that you buy. It is the most important thing because we have to know what we're eating. And so when you start reading the ingredients, when you see a bunch of big, long names, I don't have any in my house, thank God. But when you start to see the big, long names, you know that that those are chemicals, and you need to try to find things that don't have those kinds of harmful ingredients. I actually do have a list of some of the harmful ingredients that you want to stay away from, and I have a great trick to help you identify very easily some of these ingredients. So, okay, let me see. Let me just look at my notes real quick. And I'm not on my YouTube page. I'm on looking on my notes. So if anybody's typing, I can't look right now, but I will be very happy to answer any questions afterwards. Let's see. Okay. So, okay. So now there's two categories of things that if you make switches for healthier ones, you will be so much healthier. You will eliminate a lot of toxic chemicals in your food. So these are the artificial sweeteners and the oils, the ones that are seed oils. I have a list of them, okay? And I'm going to ask that you write them down. I'll read them slowly because my cat wants to go outside. Hold on, mister. But hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, we don't want to go to that yet. Okay. So there's a little trick that you can use in the grocery stores. So I don't know if you've ever heard of the non-GMO project, verified project. I've been starting to talk about this because I have been following this for 12 years. And as I have been working on putting this program together, it occurred to me that this is a fantastic guide. And if you look for this on your food, you will eliminate it. This artificial sweeteners will not have this label on them. And all of the unhealthy seed oils will not have this label on it. Now, that doesn't mean that there's no junk food with this label, okay? Because you can still buy sugary snacks and treats. So I say, buy all the sugary snacks and treats you want, but only eat the ones with this label. If you only buy pasta with this label on it, you will be so surprised. All right, hold on. You will be so surprised how much more control you have over your stomach. It's like you get more satisfied. There's a time for detoxing from sugar and getting sugar out of your life. The way that I did it was I gave up soda and fast food first. And then I gave up GMOs. Well, not really, because I was still eating sugar and I ate candy and I ate ice cream. I tried to only eat non-GMO, but there's no Breyer's ice cream non-GMO, and I loved ice cream. So I did still eat a lot of GMOs. And at the same time, I have to give myself credit because I was still doing better in other areas. Like I stopped buying boxed hamburger helper. And I went and I looked at the ingredients and I bought every spice that's in hamburger helper. And I bought pasta and I bought organic cheddar cheese, which I shredded myself, and organic milk. And I looked up the recipe on Google and I made it. And I put a little effort in it. And my daughter loves it. I miss it. But I'm not eating it now because I'm not eating pasta. But that's besides the point. So anyway, sorry to get off on that. So if we go back to this non-GMO label. Okay. I have never, as I've been doing this for 12 years, and I have never seen this label on a harmful oil. It's not. And if you can buy organic, everything that's organic is non-GMO. But everything that is non-GMO is not organic. So you can still find chemicals. I guess they must really cross a line. I want to read you a few things from this website of the non-GMO website, because let me say, oh, this is so much better than being on your phone. Okay. Okay. There it is. Okay. Before I start reading this, I'm just coming back to my page for a second. Hey, are you on YouTube? I'm on YouTube Studio. Oh, you left. I'm sorry. Can see it clearly. Oh, I look lovely. Ew. All right. It's all right. I'm going to keep going. Thanks for stopping by, Geo3P. All right. Back to the... Okay. Come on. Oh, here we go. All right. So I was reading again. So the foods that have this label have to get verified. Okay. And there are things that they have to follow. So let's see. Our mission. No, I want to read I was reading the frequently the standard. What is the non-GMO project standard? Here, let's read that. Is that a big thing? I don't want to read a big thing. I saw the... Oh. Hold on. I was reading the frequently asked questions the other day, and they... Our mission and history. Okay. Okay, it's a nonprofit organization, and they're committed to building and preserving the non-GMO food supply for all. We offer North America's most trusted certification for GMO avoidance. So I'm not saying GMOs are bad. However, if you look for this label and avoid foods that have GMOs in them, that these ingredients that are genetically modified are linked to health problems. They are linked to obesity. They're linked to cancer, heart problems. So, I mean, if they're linked to it and we have problems or we're on medication for obesity, high blood pressure or diabetes, like if we can change our diet and clear up these health problems, we wouldn't have to go to the doctors for everything. So, okay. With our butterfly labeled, shoppers decide for themselves whether to consume GMOs. See, I like that. They label it. They tell us, because the other food manufacturers, they don't. If people don't know, they don't know. So let's see. Everyone has a right to know what is in their food and deserves access to non-GMO choices. By voting with our dollars every time we shop collectively, we have the power to change how our food is grown and made. Preserving and building the non-GMO supply chain is a critical step in transitioning toward a non-GMO food supply for future generations. All right, I don't want to read all this. Oh, I'm sorry. What the hell? See, I was on my phone last time. Maybe, you know what? Hold on one second. Because I even bookmarked it. Hopefully I can find the bookmark so I can read this. Let's see. Oh, I think that's it. Is that it? No. Come on. Okay. GMO under the non-GMO project standard, a genetically modified organism is an organism to which biotechnology has been applied. This creates combinations of plant, animal, where'd it go? It just friggin' disappeared. This creates combinations of plant, animal, bacteria, and virus genes that do not occur in nature or through traditional crossbreeding methods. Are GMOs safe? In the absence of credible, independent, long-term feeding studies, the safeties of GMOs is unknown. Are GMOs labeled? 65 countries around the world, including Australia, Japan, and all of the countries in the European Union, require genetically modified foods, I'm just going to say GMOs, to be labeled. Canada does not require any GMO labeling either. Under the USDA's National Bioengineered Food Disclosure Standard, some, but not all products containing GMOs must be labeled in the United States. In its current form, categorical exemptions prevent this law from delivering the transparency Americans deserve. Which foods might contain GMOs? Most packaged and processed foods contain ingredients derived from corn, soy, canola, and sugar beet. And the vast majority of those crops grown in North America are genetically modified. Over 90% corn, soy, canola, sugar beet, and they're put in everything. So, and when it says sugar, that sugar, when you see something like you're buying candy and it says sugar, that sugar, unless it says it's organic or non-GMO, that sugar comes from genetically modified beets, sugar beets. Okay. So they sneak them into our food. We're going to talk about that too. Okay. So the non-GMO project also considers livestock, apiculture, and aquaculture products at high risk because genetically engineered ingredients are common in animal feed. This impacts animal-derived products such as eggs, milk, meat, honey, and seafood. GMOs also sneak into the food of processed crop derivatives and inputs derived from other forms of genetic engineering, such as synthetic biology. Some examples include hydrolyzed vegetable protein, corn syrup, molasses, sucrose, textured vegetable protein, flavorings, vitamins, yeast products, flavors, proteins, sweeteners, microbes, enzymes, oils, and fats. All right. We don't care how they affect the farmers. So I'm sorry. All right. What are the GMOs on the environment? I'm sorry. I don't really care about the environment either. I do. I'm just saying, I want you guys to know how this affects you. So, okay. Well, you got the idea. They're gross. They're in our food, but we can't get away from them almost. So, whether you're against them or not, if you just try this method to eliminate the harmful chemicals just as a test, okay? If you're thinking about having weight loss surgery, try this first, because I almost had weight loss surgery, but I was already aware of these ingredients. Let me see. It was back in 2018 I was going to have weight loss surgery. And me and my sister were going to do it together. And I passed the psychologist appointment, and I went to the nutrition appointment. And when they gave us a little sample of the little smoothie that we would get after the surgery, and I saw like soy and canola in it, I said, oh hell no! I cannot believe a hospital, after they cut us open and everything, are gonna, and we have to heal, and they're gonna give us some crap like that. And I didn't get the surgery because of it. So I knew back then that these ingredients were harmful. And so just the fact that they were going to give it to me after surgery, and they give it to the GMOs they make things easy to be mass produced, and they spray the crops, and they serve it to the kids in school, they serve it to the people in the hospitals. So you know what? This is why I don't trust the medical field at all. And my mother was a nurse. My grandmother was a nurse. I grew up reading I was like a bookworm, and I used to read all the medical encyclopedias. It fascinated me. I thought it was interesting. So now like, it's basically, we have to change what we put into our bodies. And this is just basically cause and effect. And if we just continue to put these things, which are known to be harmful to us, they are going to give us health problems. So, okay. So that's my thing about GMOs. But the really cool thing about this is that when you look for this label, you basically can stop looking for the harmful sweeteners and the harmful oils, because you won't see this on them. So now the hard part is, when you go to your store and you start go in your pantry and in your cabinets and in your fridge right now, go see how many of the foods have this label. And I don't know what everyone eats, but like standard American diet pasta, for example. So if your pasta doesn't have that label on it, it's genetically modified. And I'll bet you, if you take a bowl of pasta that doesn't have the non-GMO project label, and you have a bowl of pasta with the non-GMO project label, you will eat more of the one that does not have the non-GMO project label. This is my experience. So I would love to hear what other people think. So I know that it is very overwhelming when you look in the store. 90% of the food in the stores is pure garbage. Why do you think, as the years go on, the obesity problem has exploded, and now it's happening to the children? And my daughter was on a path of obesity, and thank God, I because she had a health problem, and it was like a defining moment for me and her. And I could never coach anyone the way that I had to, like, put my foot down with her, that she could no longer eat sugar. It was not easy, but she still eats pasta. See, the carbs, the pasta and the flour, the bread. I don't believe that you should give that up when you give up sugar. I believe that it should be done separately, unless you want to do it. I believe it's another option. That's how it worked for me, because when I gave up sugar a little over 2 years ago, but I didn't give up all the bread and pizza and everything until January. I did an 8-day fast, and I finally was able to get that, because those carbs are like a demon. I was like possessed, and it was really, really hard to get myself to finally get to. It took years and years and years and years, and I ruined my teeth because I just couldn't stop eating sugar. And I was gaining weight. I stopped buying jeans, and I got sweatpants and then leggings, and I just let myself blow up, blow up, blow up. And it took a big health scare for me to get to the point where I was willing to give up sugar. But before you give up sugar, you can give up other things. I want to tell you this, okay? Before I gave up sugar, I gave up all the GMOs. So I gave up the GMOs in 2012. I gave up the sugar in 2022. No, see, that's not accurate, because I didn't give up all the GMOs, because I still ate ice cream. I still ate candy, but I limited them, and I did look for the GMO sign. So it was like there's a big difference in how I feel now. I feel a lot better. When I gave up GMOs, like my blood work got better. And what else got better? I don't know. But when I finally got up and increased my activity level, the weight basically fell off. So that was the only thing that was missing. So, okay. Anyway, let's get back to this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. Okay. So now I'm going to read a list of where are they? Oh, I'm going to read a list of the harmful sweeteners. Okay, here we go with the list. High fructose corn syrup, dextrose, fructose, saccharin, aspartame, maltitol, sorbitol. Okay, those are like the main ones. Anything that you can't pronounce, just remember, if it's a big word that you can't pronounce, it's probably something that is addictive. Okay, and then so as far as sweeteners go, okay, where's my list? Soybean oil, cottonseed oil, canola oil, palm kernel oil, corn oil, shortening, vegetable oil. I feel like there's more. Maybe not. Okay, so now there are alternatives, and I know sometimes they aren't as good, but there's a few things I have to say about that. First of all, you don't have to give up everything at once, and you can use things or increase other things while you're making the switch. Eventually you'll get more satisfied, because I know, like, if you're used to eating something really good and then you try to make a healthier switch, it just doesn't cut it sometimes, right? And you end up going back to the bad one. I know. So, but there are some, you have to try different ones, and you have to do trial and error to see, especially the sweets. The sweets are so hard to give up. But the good thing is, like, if you get some nice healthy fats, they can fill you up. And I'm not talking about these like olive oil. Please do not use too much olive oil. But like the ghee or the a butter, and what is the other thing? The beef tallow. Like, I haven't gotten any of that yet, but I'm going to. I saved my grease now, and that's another story. Okay, so the safe oils. No. Let me start with this. I'm sorry. I apologize. Here are the safe sweeteners. So look for these sweeteners, and also make sure that they have this little butterfly label on them. It's very important. So, and also don't forget to read the ingredients, because, so I'll explain why. So this stevia is the only brand that I can find in our 2 lame ass grocery stores we have in this town. So Walmart used to sell a nice big box of it, but now I can only get this one at the Acme, and it's $10. But it's the only, I drink coffee, and it's the only one that satisfies me. When I looked at this one has erythritol and stevia. So there are other ones that have erythritol. There's one that is organic, but it just didn't taste good to me, so I stopped buying it. And then but a lot of them, and this brand as well, this is the only one that has the non-GMO. So if you see this brand, you better make sure the box is the same. Don't make sure it has this label, because the other ones, they have, it has dextrose in it. Some of these artificial sweeteners make you want sweet more, and they're bad for your nerves. They're neurotoxic. So, and they're obesogens, and they hurt your metabolic health. If they make you eat more sweets, then they're gonna be like, they're like causing the problem. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Raw honey, maple syrup, coconut sugar, natural stevia, monk fruit, and date sugar. So monk fruit didn't do anything for me. I don't know. I got most of the sweetness, the sweet problem away from me. Let's see. Okay. Now we'll talk about the oils. So the safe oils to use are extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, ghee, butter. But again, you have to look at the ingredients. You have to make sure they're not adding anything to it. They're very, very tricky. This non-GMO project website, you can actually go on their website and sign up for their email updates, and they will send you emails giving you the updates on the newest harmful ingredients, or things that the new Franken Lab thing they're working on, trying to get us now. So, okay, now okay, wait, did they? Nope, I messed up. I forgot a big part of it that I want to also give you, that this also is covered under the looking for the non-GMO label. So now this, I love how they be trying to fool us, because I know if you've ever read ingredients, you've seen natural flavors. Okay. Natural flavors are not really natural. Only a very small part of it is natural. So because a very small part of it, they put it through a process with solvents and preservatives. The solvents and the preservatives are the main portion of the food that contains the natural flavors. We see the word natural and say, "Ooh, let's be healthy." But no, it's not healthy. And that's all I can remember about that. But it's another thing that can, unhealthy ingredient that can be eliminated. So another ingredient that you can avoid is carrageenan. Carrageenan causes inflammation in the body. It's found in soy milk. Oh boy, let's see what else. I'm a little rusty. and I'm gonna have all this information, but let's see. So yeah, so that's about it. Let me just rec- recap recap all of this. Okay, so there's the best way to avoid when you want to become health conscious. The most first important thing that you want to do is to start learning and reading your ingredients, finding out which ones are bad and harmful, and start making the switch from harmful to healthier. So, using this non GMO project label is a humongous help to guide you, to help you make good choices. It will lead you away from the harmful artificial flavors, harmful seed oils, and the oils that they make that are just like a couple molecules away from being plastic, and then the natural flavors. So it does. Oh, wait, did I say that already? I don't think I mentioned about. I wanted to make another note also about sugar. Yeah, I did already talk about it. Sorry. Sugar addiction can be dealt with at another time if it's too hard to give it up. So if you get rid of these ingredients out of your life, don't try to eliminate anything else. Eat when you say, okay, I'm going to give up corn oil, which is like basically all the fried foods, unless you have an air fryer. Oh yeah, get an air fryer. That's another thing that's on my list to do soon. So what was I going to say? I haven't don't have much experience with them. uh I don't remember what I was going to say. I'm sorry. Okay, so I hope this helped, and I promise you, if you do these few things, give it a month, maybe not even, and I guarantee you're going to feel better. Your pathways, your natural pathways, will start to unclog, and you're going to start to feel motivated because you're doing something positive for yourself. You know what? If you're still eating sugar, it's okay. You'll get there. I hope it doesn't take you as long as it took me. I hope you don't have to go through what I went through to get to the point that I had to get to give it up. That's why I want to help people so they don't have to go through what I went through. And yeah, I feel like there's something else I want to say, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, let's go and see if anybody has any questions. Nobody. Oh, wow. Well, I went for a long time. And yeah, this is just the first of many. Now, how do I? Oh, there we go.